What up, my horsies? Folks? Club? Club in the house? We don't need this orange thing here. That's not anybody at all. Oh god, it's so confusing. I'm just gonna stop clicking buttons while I sit here. Yeah, don't club your horses. Corral your horses. Stable your horses. Be stable. So, reminder to the chat, we have an official club hashtag for you to share your beautiful creations. I mean, the stuff you just did during practice. It's hashtag can't horse club on Twitter, but I guess the hashtag would work on other platforms like here on Twitch or in the Discord. There's a Loading Ready Run Discord. I don't know if you know this. We also have a Patreon of all things. You can fund us through the Patreon so that we can pay rent. What else is there? Just one second. I have with me today Alex.
Hi.
Stacy. The name of whom I can spell correctly.
Yeah, it was a very, very good cover, by the way.
Yep. All right. The topic today is horses, so I'm gonna bring us in on that. Let's present this little infomatic about that. Oh, good job, Corey.
I gotta see if I can hedge between reading chat and watching you.
Well, it's not much to see right now. It is in fact just the word faces.
That doesn't say horses at all.
Ah, but does it?
I mean, I guess.
You guess? I don't see anything controversial here.
No comment.
It's just a pair of horses with eyebrows. So yeah, human beings like to see faces. It's one of our favorite things to do.
There's a term for that.
It's weird. Is it
pareidolia?
Pareidolia by any chance?
That's the one.
That's the one. But that's where the thing isn't technically a face, and actually the term only means that you see shapes as patterns. It doesn't even specifically mean faces, but we do always refer to it as the face thing. Sorry, I'm feeling a lot of what this outlet is feeling today.
I think each time I need to try drawing a horse without reference, just from memory.
Yeah. That sounds like a good place to start. It's a good warm-up. Draw a horse from memory. All right. So, back to faces. Back to drawing faces. Can you guess what I'm going to talk about next?
Faces?
Yes, it's Understanding Comics by Scott McCloud.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah, this is like the go-to for understanding face drawing. It's a book about, visual language. It's a lot of it about, like, North American stuff. But there's some really good stuff in there about faces. In that, like, we like the simple faces because they're really easy and quick to understand, whereas the more complicated faces are both harder to draw and harder to parse. So, for example, we like these. These are very easy to understand. Whereas these are harder. It takes you a minute. Anyways, that's the show. Goodbye.
Oh, man.
Oh, how's it going over here?
You got me real good that time.
I aim to please. So that was just a
people
little.
hadn't seen what I was drawing
No,
this whole time.
no, no.
Fantastic.
They were busy watching the presentation that I worked so hard on, so hard to introduce the topic of faces because
This is a very good
it's a really
presentation.
broad topic, but it is hard to draw. So a lot of people could probably benefit from, say, some expert techniques. You wanted to share some techniques. That's how you spelled it. That's not just me saying
Sure.
it
Well,
that
I
way.
mean, I can show you how I have been working on faciases, um, and that may be of use to some of you.
Eh, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Now, you all saw what I drew. It was a rectangle.
Did we?
Yes, you did. Here,
I really don't want to get into the specifics of horse anatomy, but that the hang was a bit wrong.
you some sort of expert?
I may or may not have seen a fully erect horse
That's
at one point in my life. You have to clean them.
okay. That's you know what? Let's not talk about horse dicks anymore. We're gonna put that in a box, and that box is gonna go away.
Just a real soapy wipe down.
That's you're still talking about it. Actually, I am going to go. See, I put my file browser on the other monitor because I realized that just like digging through my hard drive
Uh huh.
with my my fully exposed desktop would be extremely dangerous. Um, just there's weird stuff on here that I don't think about that is maybe not the kind of thing that regular humans should be exposed to.
That's fine. You could
Uh,
actually change your capture to just the window of your program.
eh, that's okay.
All right.
I have a thing. Oh, okay. So I have a couple of things here that might be of use
Wait,
during
one
this.
second. I'm gonna make my desktop visible here too.
Come on now.
There we go. Well, by desktop, I mean the little. Oh.
So this is how I tend to do my illustrations. Is like I throw reference right on the canvas,
Right.
and then I move it around that way.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna grab a bunch of these that might be useful.
So, to start, you make an array of heads. Okay.
That's not really what I said, but sure.
And by make, I mean just put it on your canvas. Done.
Yeah, you just run a filter on it, and it's
Oh, I don't even have to trace? Huh. Huh. Well,
primary.
do you have any links possibly for where you acquired these from?
I don't. I pick them up like all over the place. You're gonna hate this, but this is one of the few things that Pinterest is actually good for. You
How
know,
do you get the images off of Pinterest, though? I heard that's impossible.
it's very challenging, but it can be done. You usually have to click through to whatever it's linked to, or you can just like open image in new tab and do it that way. Why is this truncated?
You wouldn't
Oh, well,
screenshot a Pinterest.
I mean, that's not even a bad thing.
You heard it here, folks. Professional art online person says you can just screenshot stuff. No copyright intended.
You know what's the best thing about stock photography sites are great for reference, by the way, because you don't have to give a shit about the watermark because you're not copying it anyway.
Oh. Mm. All right. I should find myself a field of heads.
What I've been trying to keep in mind is that you always want to start from as close to reality as possible, and then add the sort of interpretation on top of that.
Just 1 second.
Are you taking notes?
No, I'm getting a reference that is from real life. As close to real life as I can find. This one looks okay. Can I just... Will that work? No. Sometimes programs are very smart, and sometimes they are not. Not in my wallpaper folder, thank you. Do you ever accidentally put things in your wallpaper folder?
You have a wallpaper folder?
Yes.
My wallpaper folder is black.
Why?
I mean, I don't. I mean, you saw what my desktop looked like before.
Oh, it would have just been a lot of visual noise because your desktop is covered in shrapnel.
Yes.
Okay. I made a comment about having seen desktops like yours previously because mine just kind of through the years acquires things. Like I've got things on there from like 2015.
Yeah, that sounds
I
about
just don't
right.
have a reason to care.
Yeah.
Yes. Here we go. Good. All right. Now how about it? Okay, wait. Okay, so I'm using Clip Studio this time again.
Neat.
I've been trying it out a little bit more recently. There must be a references feature. So I am going to Google that
Sure.
because it must exist. Or actually, let's check to see if chat might get me first. Certain people
Uh,
on chat are really, really quick.
so I use all of these enormously powerful programs very analogously to um, their sort of real world counterparts. Like this practice of putting reference on the canvas is pretty classic. Um, kind of, I'm a maniac. The one that's really great is I just found a new way to do perspective, and y'all are gonna love this. This is my like ultimate supreme secret tech. You ready for this shit?
Bring it.
Okay, let's pick a nice blue for that. No fill. You make a triangle with a stroke applied to it as a shape object.
So Photoshop like smart object kind of thing.
Not smart object, is it just like a shape layer?
Yeah.
So you make a triangle, and you get this as an example. Using the move point tool, you can set lines of convergence and then just trace those.
So is this your very simple perspective?
Not for this head, but you can set a sort of really quick shorthand perspective using.
Yeah, just 3 points.
Yep.
Huh.
Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah. I have seen. Okay. Because, you can't go around searching how to draw stuff on the internet without getting like a video recommendation of how to use Photoshop grids for perspective. So there are tools built into like the beast that is Adobe's creation.
I have heard about that.
Yeah.
One of the reasons I really like doing it this way is if I have a reference photo that I want to get the perspective from, you just take your points, find this works best with like buildings and stuff where there's nice straight lines that you can find. So you set those points, and then you can fish for where the actual vanishing point is. So now that you have this set, you can just move these points and get everything else in the scene will match up. And then if we wanted to do another one, we'll make this one green. No, we'll make it green, and we'll give it no stroke. Excuse me. Let's throw this over here somewhere. Find the top of that shape, and why not around? Here's fine, because I can sort of see there's a line coming off there.
I've actually had to do warps like this for texturing 3D buildings.
Yep. So then I just sort of fish around until it's aligned. And now this will be correct for everything else, like this panel here is now, I have figured out what the perspective lines are. So this is a thing that I do a lot with building photo reference. This is getting completely off of faces, but I just think it's a really, really useful thing that I do a lot, because it allows you to, take a scene and then extrapolate from it the lines of convergence, and then start learning about how perspective actually works in situ, which I find very helpful because, it's one thing to have a lot of theory about it, and quite another to see, like, okay, but what does an actual goddamn building look like, sitting downtown with all the shit around it.
I was having trouble drawing an ellipse, so I'm actually back to doing warm-ups. I set my image layer as a reference layer, so that should mean that I can draw on stuff that isn't it.
Yep.
Let's see, I think if I select this, I don't know. Yeah. Sure, that works. I don't know what reference layer means in this context now. Oh, right, I should thank some subs, such as Narset691, who subbed like right at the top of the show. Beautiful timing on that. Oh gosh, so many months. Hood Left-Handed, 37 months, thank you. Temporarily Awry, or temporally. I mean, it might be temporary. Temporally Awry, 38 months. Hey chat, hey Corey and Alex, keep being awesome. Thank you. You too. Wherever and whenever you are. Xrez 2, 51 months. And Zatango, 60 months. That's a nice round number. Hello, glad I finally have a half a year of sub. But it's a multiple of 12, isn't it? 5 12s is 60?
Is it?
Is it? Is it?
Look at me.
Wait, can neither of us do math? Why are we even on this show?
It's not a math show, it's a drawing show.
Okay. Oh, shoulder. Reverse direction.
See, I probably could have been using the symmetry tool here. Maybe I'll try that next.
Gotta remember to lock the wrist for this. Trying to get my arm to move all at once instead of Trying to correct midway with my fingies.
Yeah, fingy dingies.
My fingies. Wow.
Do, 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 do.
Okay.
Excuse me. There's a couple of little things that I've picked up. I'll like relate them as I remember them. One of them is that the God, I'm gonna fuck this up, but the top of the ear corresponds to some part of the eye. I believe it's the top of the eye, which means that these probably need to go down.
Could be anywhere. Who knows?
The nice part of digital is that you can sort of like go back and mess with your fuck ups a lot more than you can with traditional. Actually, something that I tried doing recently with a commission was that I did all my roughs like pencils digitally, and then printed those and traced those to do um, the final inking. And that was kind of cool because then I could like do everything I had to get it looking the way I wanted it to um, in the computer. That's the way Werner von Braun talks about the computer.
Werner von Braun? Have you been talking to Werner von Braun?
No, he's dead. He's quite extremely dead. Oh, by the way, I'm a one-layer heretic.
Whoa.
Sometimes when I tell people that I color and draw on one layer, they go completely apeshit. It's like,
Oh,
what you,
that's
what
my hand is
with?
sticking to the tablet, and I'm like, what's up with that? That's weird.
Y'all need some talcum powder.
No, I have a solution.
I honestly don't see what's so terrifying. I mean, I sort of get it because it's like the idea that there's no takesies backsies, except that it's like there definitely are takesies backsies.
Oh, we're back about the single layer approach.
Yeah, like you just
Not about putting talcum powder all over your drawing tablet.
like you
I don't see what the deal is.
You have many layers of undo, and even if that disappears, you just draw over it. A tongue or a gaping maw. Actually, we can
add some texture.
we can
Gross.
change it.
Gross. Gross. Whatever you're doing right there is gross. Now the tongue has a second tongue. Like that one movie.
What?
Kung Pao Enter the Fist. The tongue.
That's really weird.
The tongue has a tongue. Anyways. I'm just gonna kind of refine my shapes now that I've got it down. Because, like, the top of the skull is, like, one bone. Kinda. And then your jaw is just kind of attached on the bottom of it.
What?
What? Sorry, the police are here. They wanted to talk to you about your horse
I ain't saying nothing.
from earlier.
Oh, because we're doing like a straight on, I'm gonna play with my favorite new tool.
Line?
Oh, the symmetry tool.
Ah! You're gonna draw a perfectly symmetrical face, you monster.
Well, I'm going to sketch a perfectly symmetrical face, and then I'm gonna probably ink it with very slight asymmetry.
Right, so you want to know where your ear goes? Stick your finger on the little dealy bop flap, the one that you would, if you were plugging your ears, you would like maybe push in,
Okay.
and then move your mouth up and down.
What the fuck?
That's where your jaw's attached.
Oh, how about that?
It's like the big muscle group.
How peculiar.
So, yeah, the mandible. So that's kind of your line for your eye and your ear.
Skulls are weird.
Skulls are weird.
It took me a long time to start picking up some of the wisdom of like understanding a little bit of how the skeletal system works.
Really? You were opposed to like learning anatomy
No,
and
I wasn't
construction?
opposed to it. Well, I mean, maybe not opposed to it. If anything, it was probably just like impatience. I was like, I just want to learn to draw stuff.
Oh
It
god.
it takes a while before you start seeing the value of the underpinnings. Also, these aren't going to be good likenesses because
No,
faces are one of my weakest areas.
this is not going to be a good cage.
Actually, it looks like one of those conductor hats.
I'm just going to have to keep redrawing this over and over again until I get it.
Well, that's where our sketch went.
I think the nose is like completely halfway down. Is that it? It looked like I've got like a little cheeky mouth from my nose reference line.
Is it like Nicolas Cage Day?
No, it's Victoria Day.
Oh,
All
right.
you
Holidays.
Victorias out there, today's your day. Nothing you do is illegal today. I think that's what
It's
it
not.
means,
It's not the purge.
isn't it?
No, we don't have a purge in Canada. We have just like I don't know. So now I'm going to try inking this um, without symmetry on. So that might introduce a little bit of imperfection that will give it some character. So it'll still be like nice and symmetrical, but not like unnaturally perfect.
Yes. Unnaturally perfect. Just like my Nicolas Cage. See what happens if I remove my scaffolding. Just toe to tip.
Oh God, it looks like a cauliflower.
That's hair. It's just hair. The hair is totally natural hair that people have.
I don't think there's anything natural about Nicolas Cage.
He has hair.
Does he? Or is that just an extension of his brain matter?
I can't answer that.
Exactly. No one can.
I just add the the beard stuff. It'll look just like him.
Stubble?
Yeah. Just thicken those eyebrows a bit. And get some of the hair deets.
The heats, they say.
Yeah, there we go. That's our boy. Then the neck comes out somewhere. Okay. Yeah! Own a tip.
You're really before your time, Corey.
Or was I late? Very late. All right. Well, that worked out really well, so I'm gonna grab another one.
We'll just like chain Nicolas Cage's.
Yeah, I'm just gonna put these in a folder and group them together and then hide them from myself and the world. Boom!
It's for the best.
Problem gone. Need more Nicolas Cage.
Just get one in the pipe.
Yeah. Hmm. Trying to find one that's not at a weird angle because I'm so bad that I mean, I'm so inexperienced and unpracticed that that might be a level of difficulty too far. But maybe I should just try. I'll just try.
Perspective is difficult. Although, as I post on Twitter a lot, my progression from in learning perspective was actually, I'll find the two images. Where is that?
All right. So I've got Nicolas Cage from Con Air. Thank you, Garfy400, for 58 months of support. That's almost 512s.
I can't frickin' find this thing. Oh, whatever.
I shouldn't be muted. That's weird. Con Air. Now you've heard all of the important bits.
Actually, it's probably time for a rewatch on that.
It's been forever for me.
I'll have to throw that on.
And we got a jaw. And a little butt chin.
I don't know if you do this. What I try to do is do a couple of levels of rough on an image, and I'll use a diminishing brush size on each of the layers. Like I'll use 20 points for the like really basic, just like blocked out shape, and then I'll go to 15 for some refined details, and then 10 for the actual inking. I don't know if that's a regular thing that people do.
People go from big to small. They go to rough details into fine details. Oh no, my eyes are very close. his nose is crooked too. It's not my fault.
Oh, always flip the canvas. Just imagine someone's threatening your family. Flip the canvas.
Layer.
Do you know what I was told? Why flipping the canvas is important? Well, or why it works? Is
I
because
don't
it.
know what you were told about that.
Do you know? Do you have any idea what I'm talking about when I say flip the canvas?
Yes, you're talking about doing a horizontal or potentially even vertical flip, because then your eyes are perceiving more of the shapes rather than the whole.
So you're able to evaluate things that could be corrected better. Yeah, it just sort of like visually reframes um, the existing image so that you look at it differently.
Boop.
And it's sort of a meme with like art people that you have this perfect drawing, then you flip the canvas and it turns into a monster.
That's why I laughed when you suggested I flip the canvas, because it was already a monster, and flipping it's not going to make it look better.
Now you
But
say
yes,
that.
yes, being able to evaluate things to fix from flipping is valuable. Just can't stop seeing my nose line as like a little mouth, like a little cheeky mouth.
The cheekiest mouth.
Hair. This one's muscly. I don't even know what layer I'm on anymore. It's fine.
Really? Are there layers? Perhaps we are the layers.
Perhaps. All right, I'm gonna try a different thing where I just trace over his skull so that I can get the shape correct first.
Yeah, I do tend to do that sometimes for like studies particularly. Um, so here's the thing about tracing. In my opinion, there's tracing and then there's tracing. Okay,
Yes.
I'm going somewhere with this. Thank you. So hang on a second. I'll show you what I mean. Um, da, 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 da. Look, here's like some sort of generic CG face, which is probably not the best example, but um, if I were to take this and then change it so that it's usable as um, something that I can trace off of,
Yeah.
but I'm only getting, say, like, I just want the layout of the head.
Yeah.
It's like head shape sort of like that. That's where the ear is. Eyebrow, nostrils, mouth, and then
Beautiful.
work on that from there. Uh, that's one form of tracing. The other form of tracing, which is the one. So, by the way, that first one is perfectly fine. Don't let anybody tell you that you're cheating or anything. The other form of tracing
Anime.
is when you exactly copy every last detail of somebody else's work. And then you say that it was yours. Then you're a bastard person. Or more accurately, you're Gene Simmons' son. So,
Not gonna point out the logical fallacy in what you just said.
what?
How can Gene Simmons' son be a bastard?
Colloquial bastard, not like literal.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Got him.
Okay, don't do this. Don't swipe other people's work, but not all tracing is like cheating. I think it's just another one of those things where it's just like, what is it you're trying to do with tracing? And there's also like other ways that you can accomplish uh, things out of tracing. So like, let's see. Just gonna try and find some generic example or something. Okay, so here's an idea. You have, whoops, come on now. You have like a photograph of something.
I
You're like,
do.
I like this pose. Um, why don't we just get the essentials? What we really just want the pose. So we're going to work out where the head is, approximately where the shoulders are, how the neck connects, the sort of curve of the spine. Like we're guessing a lot of this stuff. This also means that you can like remove what like take a tracing. This is actually a great example because she's wearing really baggy clothes. And if you wanted to do a different outfit of some sort, but you still liked what the pose looked like, we're sort of guessing about where the elbow is. So then, so like that's tracing in a sense. And if I take this and I refine it myself after just like swiping that layout, what's the fucking problem?
No court would convict you.
Yeah, it's weird because like you do have to be mindful that um, you're not swiping stuff that somebody else did. I think that's the most important thing. It's like don't steal other people's work and try to pass it off as your own. That's not okay. Um, but there's a lot of techniques that you and tools that you can be using and should be using that you shouldn't allow yourself to be dissuaded from using them because it certain people say or imply that it's cheating. I mean, it's like if you extrapolate that logic too far, it's like, well, you're cheating if you don't manufacture your own fucking pencils.
Oh, damn. Are you not?
Yes, I coded my own software from scratch.
I mean, it's easy enough to source some softwood.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, it's also uh, there's there's different levels to it. Like it's not. I don't think it's a clear cut sort of like this is tracing, this is bad tracing, this is good tracing. Oh, I gotta sneeze. 1 second.
Bless
Did
you.
my mute switch work?
Yeah.
Oh, thank goodness. I was talking about tracing. Oh, here's the other thing about doing like blue roughs like this.
Mm-hmm.
You can just blow them up huge
Oh.
because it doesn't matter how finished they are. They're roughs. You see how all the you know the fidelity of it has turned to dog shit.
Yes.
That doesn't matter because we're going to be inking over it anyway. See, I'm just sort of like freehand screwing around here a little bit. That's a really long neck. Oh well.
Oh yeah. I did it. This time, perfectly.
Grats.
Toe to tip, Nicolas Cage. He's happy because he didn't explode on an airplane.
Nicolas Cage doesn't explode in an airplane.
Exactly. I'd be happy too.
He used to see his daughter, I think.
I think.
That was like a big shtick in.
Is she the one that's in the swimming pool with Hello Fellow Kids?
What?
Buscemi. Thank you, Evil Badman. Steve Buscemi is. I saw a scene recently that someone was just like, I like the way his hair, because Steve Buscemi's got long hair in this thing, and the kid, the child, the daughter makes him sing. It's got the whole world in his hands, but yeah,
Huh.
that's not the same child. That's just some random child in a broken ass swimming pool.
Okay, look, all kids look the same. Everybody's thinking it. I'm going to say it.
Okay.
All children look the same.
Yeah, you can just swap them out.
They are completely interchangeable.
Fungible. Children are completely fungible.
I had this reflex to like puke in my mouth for a minute there.
Just because you were thinking about children or the fungibility of children?
No, I was thinking about NFTs.
Oh, right. Damn. They ruined the word fungible.
Oh, for
Damn.
now. I mean,
It's such a
apparently
good word.
everybody in crypto is losing their shirt, and I'm like, good. Die. Buried alive. Buried alive.
I don't know if this photo would be complete without his white tank top, so I'm gonna
Steal her look. Only $5.99.
Ha! Broccoli.
Like this is an atrocious example, but this is like just in 10 minutes showing how it's perfectly fine to just take a
You saw it here, folks. It's
pose or whatever.
perfectly fine. What happened here?
Well, okay.
Alex says it's okay, so you can do it too.
Hang on. I'm not granting
Complete amnesty for anyone who traces Alex's broccoli head lady for a pose reference. Oh, I don't like those. I don't like broccoli hands. No. Dude, no. No.
they're full of antioxidants.
I'm not saying I wouldn't eat them. I don't want to look at them while I'm doing it. Gotta keep the lights off.
The lights stay off during broccoli fisting. Oh god. Every time I come back, I immediately set about ruining Loading Ready Run's brand.
We don't have guidelines. I mean, there's some general stuff that we probably shouldn't talk about, but like the stippling I'm doing on the chin here. Should not talk about that.
You afraid of stippling?
Nicolas Cage gets his facial hair from a can. They just point it at him.
What's your favorite Nick Cage movie?
Right now, Mandy.
I don't know that one. I mean, he's done like a 50 squintillion, grillion, fulfillion movies. So,
Yeah, Mandy's a horror one.
okay.
Same director as Beyond the Black Rainbow. I think that's the name of the other movie. The one with the weird clones and the red helmets and the girl that's trapped in a facility.
I mean, it sounds like every movie ever made.
Anyways, it's like a metal music video, but a horror film where it's just Nicolas Cage getting revenge on a biker gang and a weird sex cult. And there's just a really fantastic breakdown scene after he gets stabbed with a shit knife. And just him in a washroom in his underwear with a bottle of vodka. It's very good. It's very good. In addition to the scenes that are just like, and here's a drug producer and his caged lion. We're going on a journey.
You sure are. You ever get partway into drawing something and then you have the most brilliant idea on what an aspect of it should be?
Never.
Well, I was like, oh, what should she be wearing? And I was like, oh, I know what a broccoli woman would be wearing as a top.
Oh, a rubber band.
Yep.
Oh! Nailed it. You've seen the Chatter Goblin, though, right? Even if you haven't seen Mandy?
I don't know what that is.
Chatter Goblin is a separate thing from Mandy, but they put it in Mandy, and it's like a commercial for KD, basically, but there's a goblin puppet that's very wet.
That sounds
And
terrible.
it's pretty awful, but
Also, this is definitely not TOS. She's fully club. And she's made of broccoli.
yeah. TOS don't say nothing about broccoli ladies.
It's like, yeah. If I were to go down on with a Twitch strike, sexualizing broccoli would be probably a pretty good way to get dumpstered.
Might be a good audition for drawing character reference for Toucan Birdie. Probably another show you don't watch. Oh, see, don't steal. It says right there.
Sometimes you just like look, take a step back and realize, like, what the fuck is this?
Brassica. That's a brassica. See, the heads are actually tiny flower buds. Yeah, definitely gotta add more shading to the under boob.
If you're not going to shade the underboob, what's even the point?
I don't even know.
The underbrock. So if I did a male version of this, it would be like Brock Lesnar. I saw him in Army of the Dead, which was a movie. It had actors in it. There were special effects.
Is that the new movie that just came out, or did it come
Yes.
out? It's got Batista in it, and they photoshopped someone out of it and replaced them with Tig Notaro.
Sorry, what?
They Tig Notaro's in there playing a helicopter pilot, I believe.
Notaro?
She's a comedian.
Okay.
She's short,
Okay.
appears very gay.
Yeah, she was one of my favorite characters.
She's excellent, but I was using Photoshop as shorthand, okay? So they filmed it with a guy or someone, some other actor that they won't tell people who, and then decided they didn't want him in the movie and reshot all of his scenes with Tig Notaro on a green screen.
What the fuck?
And some of it, I was watching an interview with her on Stephen Colbert, and she was talking about like how technical the shoot was because they had to match angles a lot.
That's really weird.
Yeah, so
That's very, very strange.
God, who was the director? Zack Snyder?
Yeah, that adds up.
Someone?
What a mongler.
Yeah. So she said she had a great time with just Zack on the set. So like just them two. And maybe a crew. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, like, I think there's worse ways to while away a couple of hours. You know, it's like if you're after you get your first inoculation, throw that bad boy on, and you'll be fine. It'll be fine.
It'll be fine. My inoculation will be fine.
No, just like your experience. Like you'll be like, oh, okay, this was a movie that existed.
Why can't my watercolor brush do white? It's weird. These are fake
What?
colors. I should be able to do anything.
I'm supposed to be drawing faces.
I know. It happens. That's fine. As long as you're not drawing a horse, everything's okay.
I mean, I can try to draw a horse, but it won't go well.
It won't be okay if you draw a horse.
I did it.
Which it did you do?
It's just a horse.
It's like
Brown
the
horse.
Max, but a horse.
Oh shit.
I know you don't think about the Max every day, but you know.
No, not every day. But actually, hang on a second. I need hooves. Anyway, this this fucking happened.
We've got evidence.
Yeah, that happened to all of us. Whoops. The problem is that I'm like extremely impulsive and very suggestible when I'm drawing. Imagine when I'm drawing with an audience.
Draw Pez dispenser.
Oh wait, hang on. I can have my cake and eat it too.
Huh? I just noticed his chest hair. Oh, that's a lot. Okay. I'm just trying to do like a very simple value thing while I'm testing out the watercolor brush more.
Neat.
Very simple, because I have limited options.
Excuse me.
Dang it. My house cryptid is unloading the dishwasher right now.
That's Ian, right?
Yeah. I was
Not
gonna
really a
do that.
cryptid.
Well, you don't live with him.
I don't. I mean, I guess I'm not really in a position to judge.
Increasing my paint density. What a beautiful man.
This is not my beautiful Pez. Just gonna move Mr. Strawberry here.
All right. Think I'm good recreating the beast from that one TV show where the beast
Okay.
lives in a sewer and is a giant cat man. I mean, a modern interpretation of Action Cats. I can't remember the TV show. What's the TV show with the lion with the sword?
Highlander? There can be only one?
Yeah, sure, Highlander. This is my Highlander cat. Thundercat, man. Thank you, Ard. Okay, I just need Ard and Evil Bad Man, and then they have to be here, or my brain doesn't work. Yeah. Yes, I was thinking of Lion-O. I was thinking of the boy cat with the sword, but I
Oh,
was making a
Thundercats.
joke about. I'm pretty sure the show is just called Beauty and the Beast or The Beast. but it was a live action thing with a cat man.
You might say he's a man.
It's the problem with only seeing
You could
shows like once in your childhood.
Speaking of things you saw once in your childhood, we rewatched Unico and the Island of Magic last night. Did you get traumatized by that one?
No.
It's really fucked up. It's very cool and like actually exquisitely produced. Um, but god damn, is it weird? And like, yeah, we also watched the Little Nemo
In
sort
Dreamland?
of anime.
That one
Yeah,
that one will cause problems for your brain.
yeah. It's
Yeah.
not very good,
No.
but the animation is exquisite. Okay, so somebody said Fred Durst, Pez dispenser. So
Same picture.
hang on, I'm not done yet.
Show is called Beauty and the Beast. Like I said. Ha 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 ha! Ron Perlman and Linda Hamilton. Yeah. I would watch a movie with badass Linda Hamilton and badass Tig Notaro as two badasses with a bunch of guns and jumpsuits.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, I would fund that.
Yeah.
I had no idea who she was until I saw um, Army of the Dead, and I was like, I don't know who this is, but she's really cool. Her and uh, the woman who played the wolf or the something or other, some kind of animal.
Woman who played a wolf.
No, that was just her nickname.
Oh. Yeah, I haven't seen the movie, so I don't know who you're talking about. Assuming we're still talking about the same movie and not.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. She's fun in Discovery in Star Trek because she's just got like a very dry and flat delivery, which makes everyone else around her seem more wacky. And then her show One Mississippi is I like it. I watched it. So you had stuff to watch if you want to watch more Tig. Oh, and she did a show on is it like Funny or Die or College Humor or something where she interviews guests and tries to guess their name and profession.
Huh.
She's famous for not recognizing celebrities. Oh, brownie points. Yes, Doug Jones is the MVP of disco. For sure. Best out of focus actor. I was looking at the clips of what is it, Army of the Dead, and it's just like she's blurry. They're like, she's standing behind a chain link fence. That's why she's not fully in focus. Sure.
That's so fucking weird.
I mean, it's the kind of thing I like, so there you go. Or are we talking about your Fred Durst?
Sure.
Because
Now I know y'all be loving this shit.
that's not where the Pez comes out.
Yes, it is. It's my fucking Pez dispenser with Fred Durst's head on it.
Force the candy out whatever hole I want.
I did it all for the. I think it's gonna make it Fred distressed.
And then when he gets home, when you move to a new place, you can pencil in the rest of the eye.
Durst Daruma doll is really not something that I anticipated thinking about today. Wow, we should probably share that one with Ian.
I think we should actually probably take a commercial break here.
Yeah, and then when we come back, I can do a face of a Fred Durst Daruma doll. Because you bet your ass that's going to happen.
Yes! All right, thank you. We'll be right back after these brief messages. Thank you. Goodbye. We're back. At it again. I have decided, why do something complicated when we've already established that an outlet is a face anyways, so I could just draw an outlet instead of trying something complicated.
Yeah, I mean, that is the way you can do these things.
What if cage with face? Oh no. Maybe later. Okay, that might be next. What if I put that face on cage? Like a ditto.
A ditto cage?
Yeah, you know how like Ditto's face always reveals that it's a ditto.
That's it.
Pretty much. That's usually the tell. But what if it was a transforming wall outlet that transformed into Nicolas Cage?
You know, I'm working on a commission. Not right this second, but like...
Is it...
At this moment in time, that is a series of outlets. Outlet faces as
how
like robots.
Sexy are we talking?
Not sexy at all.
Oh.
It's a class photo.
A class photo of some outlets?
Yeah, well, they're anthropomorphized as robots, so. I would show you, but it's like client work.
Then you'd have to kill me.
No, I just wouldn't.
I can draw straight lines. For sure. Oh god. I can stop binding up my elbow. Also still trying to find like a comfortable angle to hold my tablet at.
I have mine propped up on a Ouija board in my lap.
So you're getting outside help.
I didn't say that. Wow, this is really horrifying. Like, The Knife presents its new album, Daruma.
That is up there on scary Daruma. If only there wasn't a manga horror series about them. You would be first place.
It is unfortunately not going to be... I don't think it's going to turn out quite as cursed. Or as Durst. Ha ha ha. Funny. This is still like real cursed. Like exquisitely Cursed. Hello, Ashton. I tried rolling. God damn it.
Okay, Ashton, that was good. You can leave now.
I really fell for that one.
Oh.
Holy shit. He got me good. This horse needs to go somewhere else. Okay, how do I approach this?
God, come on. You can do it, Corey. Just some straight lines. Straight lines. No straight lines. Okay.
Watch them corners. Watch them corners.
There. Just kind of gotta run up at it. Aw, nice. Definitely a straight line there.
You can do it.
Aww.
Freak out.
Little freak. Say chic.
Oh, freak out.
Perfect. Flawless.
Mother of God. Something really important I need to do. Wait, which eye do you color in first?
The left one, I believe.
The left one. Okay. So then this is correct.
Anyone in chat can correct me if they wish. I don't know.
Anyone in chat more Japanese than us?
What? Us? Hmm.
Oh, this is really gnarly. It just keeps getting worse.
And yet you keep going.
Because it's funny.
Okay, okay. There's a trick to this. It's a rubber duck in a bath
What?
bubble next to each other. It's a rubber duck facing left or right, left, facing left, and then in front of it is a little soap bubble.
I what?
That's the trick.
How to draw the MLB logo?
Yeah.
Coolsies.
I mean, I'm just trying to share my expertise with you.
Could share expertise nuts. Got him. We'll come back to that.
Uh, so you say. Always making promises.
Listen,
Yeah.
I got a process, and it's a process. I will say this is like one of the more horrifying things that I've drawn.
Good. I'm glad we're learning new things. The show is functioning. Yay! Everything's working as intended. Yay.
Oh fuck. Um. Whoops.
Yes. Got something to say there, my dude?
It's so stupid. What color
Uh-huh.
shirt does he wear?
That one looks like a creamy off-white.
I think he might wear a black shirt. Hang on a sec. What's he wearing in Roland? Just a white shirt.
Or off-white.
God damn.
Call the police.
Yeah, definitely. Whoops.
And the fireman.
Call a vicar.
What's a vicar gonna do? They
Power
can't
Christ.
stop you.
I mean, I guess it's kind of like you have no power here.
And then Fred Durst's head turns all the way around.
Oh, Jesus Christ! It just keeps getting worse. That is really wretched.
Who responsible this?
Me. Me.
Uh-huh.
I make the bad thing.
Where's mine? Perfect.
Oh, in for a penny.
Oh, so this is not a bagel. This is a pretzel bun covered in peanut butter.
That's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
It's so moist.
The mouth noises from my end or
Oh, Fred Durst's
shiny shiny lips?
Gom,
You gotta work on that lip gloss.
his Gom Jabbar.
Are you not okay? Do we need to talk about gum jabars and what they're not?
What?
Gum jabar is not a face or any part of a
No.
face.
But okay, but be real. If someone held this to your throat, would you put would you put your hand in the box? Stop. I hold at your throat, Fred Durst. This one kills only animals. What the fuck is going on?
Oh.
Oh, this is so bad. It's so cursed. Oh man.
This Paul Atreides screaming.
The pig!
The thing! Just Fred Durst's there too. Mm. Mm. Please do me a favor.
What's that?
Guild Navigator Fred Durst.
Holy shit.
Like when you ingest too much of the spice. Clearly, this is what happens.
It's gonna work better. Never underestimate my commitment to meme. Oh, doggone it. Right, it's that thing. What? Is somebody okay?
Yeah, I muted on the stream, so no one heard that. But someone is fine.
Okay.
And I don't think anyone was going to underestimate you here. We know you're an entertainer.
There are some that call me Tim.
I think you need to add some, like, a noise layer for
Yeah.
the, yeah.
um. Uh.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, that might be enough.
Yeah, just some cloud. Probably like a multiply or...
Yeah, that's pretty good.
The Emperor Sarkar will ensure we have source for the spice. Or, yes, the nookie.
So fucking stupid. Oh man. Oh boy. Many bitches on X. Good heavens.
God damn. Thanks, Angnor. I was not going to make any Tlilaxu jokes. Because I was just like, that's a little too far in the Dune canon. But, oh, yeah. You know, Fred Durst is grown in a vat.
Oh dear God, he's still there. Oh, Corey, would you like to explain Daruma dolls? Or just become dead, apparently?
Kind of a ceremonial thing for moving to a new location. So you fill in one of the eyes with a brush, ink brush, when you leave, and then once you're established in a new area, you fill in the other eye, and then I guess it
Yeah.
just watches you do things in your house.
See, the way I heard it was that whenever you start a task that you want to, like an important project or what have you,
Yeah,
you color in one eye, and then when you complete that project, you color in the other one.
yeah, I've seen it in ceremonies that are kind of like ribbon cuttings.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like photographs, and then they draw in the second eye, and it's like, yay!
It's also like faintly related to that stacking toy, right?
Yep, faintly, because it's Japanese. The oh god, what is the horror manga I was talking about? It's like Sensei Says or something like that. But the traditional toys have a big place in the horror. Hmm. Let's put that on your shelf.
Yep.
So yeah, Alex, what does this Durst represent to you?
Um, um stop making this enough.
Sorry.
Hang on a sec. Um, I guess this represents like big Sinistar energy.
Run, coward!
Beware, I live. Run, run, run. I am Sinistar. There we go. Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
This is some real Homestuck shit.
It really is.
Actually, let me see if it tends to play better in a browser. So let me just try that. One
Oh,
second.
the GIFs.
The what?
The GIFs.
No. Oh, he's going so slow.
Yeah. He's pretty
Oh,
big.
disappointing.
You'll be even more disappointed if you try to upload that to Twitter because, as I remembered, after doing it last time, it converts GIFs to like MP4s. And so there's
Oh
like
well.
both scaling that isn't nearest neighbor and it puts a background in.
Huh. That sucks.
Yeah.
Mercy. Nay. Nay. Nay.
That's what it's called. It's called As the Gods Will. Jeez. Thank you.
That is that, that's really something. I mean, I could say of Fred um, Fred Duruma Shikata Kanai no or Shikata Kanai.
Yeah,
I mean, it
Fred
really
Durst
can't.
can't help it. Whatever will be, will be.
He's dirty. You know, he's thirsting.
Hmm.
Oh, he's thirsty.
I'd like to take this time to thank Space Potato for 70 months, Do All the Arts, Kodatsky, 35 months, and with this I have resubbed on all concurrent large streams 1 more month to 3 years, because 35 months is almost 3 years. Quixotic Scrivener, 4 months. May have come in at the wrong time. No, you're fine. Please be welcome here amongst us. Miko Kisai, 47 months, and Snowbound, 56 months. Can't Draw Horses Club. Yes, it is. And I believe we are fulfilling that part of the stream right now. We can't draw horses. Too busy drawing Fred Durst.
Yeah, I mean, we always got to give it a try. Draw a horse.
That's a dinosaur. That dinosaur is gonna tell me not to eat cornflakes because of the mind control.
What? Cornflakes are meant to keep you from interfering with yourself.
Tell that to Dr. Screw Eyes. I think you're thinking of one of Dr. Kellogg's products.
Whoopsie doodle. That just did something really deeply horrifying. Look at Fred Durst.
No.
The darkness comes.
Just over here, drawing a cute dinosaur. And then you whoopsie. Oops. Oops, whoops. Aw, you made it adorable and non-threatening.
I did. Can I make it threatening?
I think just saying that was enough.
No, I think I can do something.
Mm. Mm. Yeah.
Oh wait, I definitely misspelled this. Hang on a sec.
Yeah, there you go. Steppin'. Please, Steppy. No, Steppy.
as he's wearing it ironically.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah. Uh to get real for a moment, I don't think we should talk about this very long, but there was an anti-mask parade here last month that I
I
saw
heard of.
because I was out for coffee and they had one of those flags
Mm-hmm.
just out and about here in Victoria, British Columbia.
Ah, more reasons why I don't go outside. I would need one of these.
Yeah, I don't think your construction is quite gonna work.
Dang it. Technically, they should be known as a Chiang Kai shek cocktail.
Talking about Molotov the man, not the drink.
I. Oh. Okay.
Okay. Yes, back to this. I've filled up on bread snacks
Oh
and
right, I had this thing that I hadn't finished yet.
yep. Still working on this. Gotta get the shading on the upper lip.
Excuse me. Is that a Napoleon Dynamite reference?
Yeah, and I constantly make that reference despite wildly flip flopping on my opinion of that movie.
Really?
Yeah, all the time. Like the first time I saw it, I didn't make it all the way through because I just hated it. And then the second time, I was like, yeah, okay, I can see why people like this.
I really love that movie.
And then, like the third time, it was back to like, I'm tired.
Did
And
you
now it's
sleep
just like
before?
there's little bits and pieces that I like, whereas most of it I
Okay, like
don't.
very importantly, like you love Rex Kwon Do, right?
It's okay.
Wow. I thought I knew you, man.
Turns out. But no, the spending several hours shading the upper lip is just very relatable. Very relatable.
It's basically the best thing I've ever drawn. The time machine where it just electrocutes their nads.
Not gonna say they don't deserve it. I'm just,
Forgot my checkbook. Hope you don't mind a paying change. I really dig that little bit of acting because of how obvious it is that he never had any intention to pay them
yeah.
uh, with his checkbook. It's just like there's a lot of extremely subtle humor in that movie, and that's a perfect example. For those of you who have seen the Napoleon Dynamite, like there's a scene where they work at this chicken ranch and it's horrible. And at the end of the day, the farmer he extremely performatively pats his breast pocket and says, "Forgot my checkbook. Hope you don't mind a paying change."
Mm-hmm.
And it's brilliant because it's like, oh, I see. You're lying. You were always going to pay me in change. You bastard. I mean, it's like there's a scene where they go to, I don't know if it's literally Value Village or just some thrift store.
Like a Goodwill.
Yeah, and it's just funny because they're in a thrift store like Goodwill, and it has all the kind of shit you would expect in a store.
Like a Goodwill.
Yeah, it's weird. Did you see Mary Giggle's thing about hair vents?
Mm, no.
She drew like some really dramatic, these little sort of like scalloped underparts of hair, and it's like leave the hair vents open.
Yep.
Anime girls need to breathe. He does a lot of extremely powerful artwork.
It's true.
Doors may not be used by wizards. Since when?
I think they have to ask first.
Those are vampires. Brings us neatly back to Nicolas Cage. I'm a vampire. I'm a vampire. I'm a vampire. You seen that movie?
Nope.
It's really fucked up. Like
Okay.
you know how we think of Nicolas Cage as being like kind of doofy.
Yep.
This one might be
Too doofy.
the highest concentration of like pure Nicolas Cage doof that is imaginable. I'm trying to remember the name of it. It's like something. Not Interview with the Vampire.
It would be funny if it was Interview with the Vampire.
Yeah, it would be.
Vampire's Kiss.
That's the one.
Yeah. Never even heard of it.
It's so weird. Like I struggle to even describe what it's about.
Vampires?
Kind of.
It's never a good answer. What do you mean, kind of vampires?
It's kind of about vampires, maybe.
Kissing? I think we're at the time for another break.
Okie dokie.
Despite how little work I've done on shading the upper lip here.
Well, that sounds like a Becky problem.
Well, how about we go to a commercial and we'll see what you think.
Okay.
Bye.
But
Here we go.
here we go.
Here we go.
Okie dokie.
Thank you, TK004, for 7 months. It's been a good run. All right. Yep. Perfect. Perfectly straight line. Nailed it in one. All right. Living the dream. Ribs don't have to be straight. It's fine.
No, they sure don't.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Hmm.
I drew something roughly circular. And so I was celebrating. Eh.
Nobody tell Wild Peaks. I'm making a subtle joke.
Sure.
I'm Feige.
Sure.
Sure.
Perfect. Perfect. Totally perfect.
Yeah, a sec. I should see what you're actually doing.
Oh, God. It's, like this.
Oh God, that is interesting.
She's beautiful. She's even got vents for breathing.
Happy little house. See, I mostly hate Wojaks, but there's a few I have a soft spot for
You
on
hate what?
occasion. Wojaks.
What's that?
Um, you probably know him better as like Feels Guy.
What? Wheels guy?
Oh, Feels Guy.
Wojak feels guy.
No, not horseman. Wojak. Hang on a second.
Wojak Feels Guy. That's uh that gif of the tall man with the mask going into the water, and then there's waves, and it says Feels.
Yeah, that's a Wojak.
I didn't know they had a name.
Yep. I think that makes him Polish.
I don't think it's your name that makes you Polish.
I don't know. But yeah, there's like about 50 squintillion derivatives of varying quality.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
Yeah, now I'm thinking about Blaseball. Sorry. Just went away there for a bit. Is Sexton Weaver technically a horse? Are centaurs horses? They've got most of the equipment and arms. Now I'm just thinking about Dragon Panther again from Panther Claw from Cutie Honey Universe.
I don't think I've ever engaged with any Cutie Honey stuff.
I can't, in good conscience, recommend any Cutie Honey to anyone for reasons.
I cannot imagine.
But
what
it
those
did make me
reasons
cry, so there's that.
are.
The Cutie Honey Universe, which is like the only Cutie Honey that doesn't use Honey Flash as the theme song, but it has a
Uh-huh.
banger of a theme song. Yeah, read Cutie Honey, the I don't know, live action Honey movie, Honey F. Like none of these things I can recommend because of the content. Just because there's some stuff that's just like really, really poor portrayals of characters, and then some major consent issues all over
Ah,
the
the.
place. But you've got Go Nagai monsters. There's like a lady with just no arms, but she's got two giant axe blades, and
That's not how I expected that sentence to conclude.
things like that of that nature.
Weird.
And then
I mean, it's got to be more chill than Devilman, right?
no, no, no,
Oh,
no. If you took like the original Devilman and put it next to the original Cutie Honey, same show. If you took Cutie Honey Universe and put it next to Devilman Crybaby, same show.
okay. Now, God, can I sneak this one past? Uh, how?
Past the censors, like
Now,
how
if you were describing those shows as a KFC meal and Devilman is the one that has only white meat. How
oh.
if I actually communicated what I'm trying to say, I'll eat my hat. I don't have a hat, but
So the main villain in Cutie Honey Universe is this lady named Sister Jill. She's not the top of Panther Claw, which is the evil organization, but in some of them she kind of is. She changes position depending on stuff, but she
oh
is
God, there's
absolutely obsessed with and thirsty for honey.
okay.
And often she is foiled by Honey's other female relationships
Okay.
with, say, like her minions or things like that. And a lot of times there's a lot of lady on lady entrapment.
Okay.
If that's where you're asking what type of meat.
It wasn't. How much tit eating is in it?
Uh, there's a lot of nudity exposure, kind of like gunbuster levels,
Okay,
because
because like
Honey has to get completely naked for her transformation,
of
and
course.
often during fights, even though the suit is part of her body,
I see.
even though it is to tatters, to shreds. Uh, but as for like why not to watch it, in Honey Universe, she transforms herself into a statue, and an old man and a young boy just start molesting her for a very long period of time. And it's like, oh no, if she reacts, it'll reveal that she's not actually a statue, teehee.
I
And an enemy will find her, so while she's getting groped, she has to be quiet.
I God damn it, anime.
So it's like that. She gets creeped on a lot by people.
Nah. Nah. Nah.
Let me find a picture of Dragon Panther for you.
Nah.
Dragon Panther. I love Dragon Panther.
I mean, Japanese culture is weird. Although that's relative. I would say American culture is
Funny.
equally weird.
Uh,
We just had a boy. Let's light a fucking forest on fire. That's a normal human impulse.
image. There we go. This is Dragon Panther.
Hold on.
He's
Wait. Okay, that's
so it is all her body, and she's fused like mid thigh.
uh-huh.
So she's got the forelegs of the dragon part, and then she's up top.
Yep.
And I don't think the dragon part speaks. I don't recall that happening.
I hope it has
It's
like
all
a
just
withering
her.
face though.
Uh,
I've definitely fought that in Castlevania.
Probably.
Oh god, Centaur birth defects where the human part comes out a random part of the horse. Like out the side.
Nope, don't draw it. Don't draw it.
That's not what I'm drawing.
Okay.
I'm actually running out of space here.
There we go. I'll just leave the house up to cleanse part of the timeline. Oh, also, Go Nagai's other famous work, Mazinger Z, is also different from Devilman Crybaby and Cutie Honey. Those ones are more sexy, whereas I don't think Mazinger's sexy at all. Unless
So
you
we're just
like big robots.
so we're just kink shaming now.
Oh no, you set the chat on me. Fine. We can all watch Tetsujin 28 together. Nothing weird about that.
Really? Like for real?
For real, there's nothing weird about Tetsujin 28?
Yeah. Or are you
I,
are you telling porcupines?
no, it's a really vanilla giant robot fighting thing. You've seen Giant Robo.
Yeah.
Yeah, the robots in Giant Robo are from Tetsujin 28.
No shit.
Yes.
I'm not like anywhere near as versed on the the kind of like pedigree of the ancestry and so forth of Giant Robo. I just know it fucking slaps.
Yeah, but like you know how you're watching it and the show is like, here's all your famous hero friends who you should totally recognize. It's you would probably recognize them from an earlier show, although the characters are different. It's a little like the Tezuka Star system where they're using the same character models but being
Mhm.
different. Like I think Tetsujin 28 is the hero of Tetsujin 28, but is one of the villains in Giant Robo.
Interesting.
It's hard to keep all my giant robots straight.
It's probably time for a Giant Robo rewatch.
Yeah, I need to. I keep trying to like. Sometimes you gotta find like a victim so that you can rewatch something.
Yeah, I mean, well, like that's what I do on Discord. Is I just will play stuff.
Maybe I could do that, but I'm the only one on my Discord.
What?
What? Don't you have a private Discord just for yourself for notes?
No. Why the hell would I do that on Discord?
Because you're always on Discord.
Huh? That's very weird.
Yeah. I do the same thing on Slack. I just send myself notes for later for work because I DM
I mean,
myself.
I do that on WhatsApp.
You DM yourself.
Yes.
Hmm.
When I think about you, I DM myself. Oh,
I was trying to figure out how to get that into Got No Strings because the marionette. I was like, there's not really any way to.
it's a hard knock life for
That's Annie.
thirst.
That's not Pinocchio.
He's talking about Pinocchio.
Me.
Okay.
Welcome, Raiders from the sea. Would you like to see some Fred Durst?
Wow. That's wrong.
I've been wanting to do it the entire stream though. Sometimes I'll hear like actually last night this happened. I was just like walking past the kitchen and Ian's in there very quietly to himself. Ooh, ah, ah, ah.
Ian's such a weird guy.
Yeah, it's just him. Nobody else. Nobody else here. Weird. No, nah. Ha.
So here I am referencing a design from the turn of the century.
You know they still make marionettes.
It's not a marionette. Smartass. Wow, that came out way meaner than it was meant to be.
I mean, the Cell came out in 2000.
What?
Making a reference. Just like we do here on the show. I watch a lot of movies.
I've been watching so many fucking movies, it's starting to concern me. You can't overdose on movies, right?
You can get really, really tired of watching, like, Wishmaster sequels.
I mean, yeah, okay, fair.
And Nightmare on Elm Street sequels.
That,
And Hellraiser sequels.
but there's only like two good Hellraiser movies.
But there's like 9. It's
You know,
like
you
9
don't
Hellraiser
have to
movies.
watch them, right?
Like, you know how, oh god, was it? Fascist, Alien Bug, Starship Troopers.
Starship
There we go.
Troopers. Yeah,
There's more movies of that.
yeah, I heard.
And
I
the
kind of
source
wonder.
material doesn't continue. So there I liked the cartoon. Uh
There's a cartoon.
yeah, I think there's actually more than one cartoon. There's one that's like more 3D CG, but the later movies they just they're trying to say things, but they don't really have anything to say.
Really?
Yeah,
That's
it's weird. It's weird
unfortunate.
how they spent so much money making an entire movie just to say nothing.
Yeah, like oh dear.
Mm. Mm. 2 sequels to Jarhead?
I what?
To Emily, I didn't need to know that. So yeah, you can overdose on movies. You can hit a point where the only thing left are the 2 sequels to Jarhead. And maybe by that time there will be more Avatar movies for you. Maybe there will be like 10 Avatar movies by the time you get around to watching the 2 Jarheads.
That's really unfortunate.
And then sometimes you find a willing victim and have to watch Interview with a Vampire again. Or Bram Stoker's Dracula again.
Brab Strokers.
Bram
I
Stoker's
love Brab Strokers
Dracker,
Dramcula.
The League of Extraordinary Men.
Are you okay?
Now I'm trying to list properties that have Dracula in them. The anime Don Dracula. Oh, Komatsu. Watch everything with Tom Waits in it. Have you seen Wrist Cutters? That's a weird phrase to just.
I mean,
But it's got Tom Waits in it, so. Oh no! Missing it. You ever think about, like, what sources in Japanese culture, like, must be because they're not afraid of clowns? They have no idea why Americans are afraid of clowns.
why are Americans afraid of clowns? Is it because of
I
is it just it?
I genuinely blame it. And really, really awful circuses. Like, there's nothing worse than a bad circus.
I mean, there's plenty of things that are worse than a bad circus.
Nothing worse than a bad circus. Like, that'll turn you off clowns forever.
I mean, they gave me the option of watching the circus or working a year in a Bangladesh shipbreaking yard.
Mm.
And I was like, give me that oxyacetylene torch and no fucking PPE. Uh, because I'm not looking at no clowns.
I wouldn't say it's the Joker's fault.
No, no, no. Like, the creepy Joker came way, way, way later.
Yeah. Like Golden Era Joker?
He had like 60s,
Caesar
like,
Romero Joker?
I'm actually just goofy. I'm talking about my boners.
Yeah, pulling boners all the time. There's
Yeah,
really
because it's
nothing
like the 50s and 60s, and that means like mistakes.
or jokes.
You know, you need
A
some
boner is
straight
a
dicks from
joke.
an Iron Man.
I mean, boners is still jokes. Hey! But, uh, yeah. That's why we were saying it's fault. Stephen King's fault. Pennywise the Clown's fault. At least in North American culture. And Pennywise isn't even a clown, he's a shapeshifter. But
Earth. A shapeshifter that assumes the form of a clown.
because it's supposed to attract children, right? The clown is supposed to be a non threatening thing that a child would trust.
What?
Right? Right? The clown isn't supposed to be creepy.
Okay.
Weird sewer clown is supposed to get kids to trust him and come closer. Whereas now you see a clown in a sewer and you just walk away and don't tell anyone.
Okay, so does Pennywise just want to eat kids?
Yeah,
I've seen clips from the movies. It seems like he spends an awful lot of time screwing around.
I think he gets bored easily. He's been there forever. And he may or may not be a metaphor for, small towns not talking about things or communities hiding problems.
Oh, well, that makes more sense.
Yeah. So, predation on children that is not talked about. Just like a lot of the kids suffer from like depression or bullying or abuse at the hands of parents or other kids.
Okay.
Or scary clown. Ooh, clowns are scary. Yeah. But I think in Canada we get a lot more exposed to French clowns, which look a lot more like what you're doing up there. Or like your Cirque du Soleil clowns.
They're just like acrobats.
Yeah, they're acrobats, entertainers. They might be like a little too much, but they're not. Yeah, Harlequins. Yeah.
Wah,
They're not doing face paint at the state fair.
You know,
I think I
they're not
just
going to.
realized where Iraqi got some of the designs of some of the clothing from for like uh Golden Wind, at least.
Eat. Prince Iraqi?
Jojo.
Ah. I had to look at it very carefully because, like, JoJo is very heavily inspired by Fist of the North Star. And for some reason, I thought, was like, wait, which one did come first? It was
Fist.
definitely Fist.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know why I thought that, but.
Yeah. Ken's untouchable coolness and superpowers. Big, big influence. Just like the stoic hero going from location to location. Yeah.
Yep. Oh, God. So, has anybody identified what this character is from?
I think
This
I
is a,
saw it.
this is a really, really old pull.
All right, chat, get
So,
your guesses in. Not gonna get really good with a reverse tin eye. Little Nemo.
It is Little Nemo. It's a candy kid.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Someone did call Nemo early.
Yeah, so, this is 1910.
Yeah. And you said, from the start of the century, and that's why I made the joke about the cell because it's at the beginning and it looked like a creepy lady.
I don't remember much of The Cell,
Don't worry about
apart
it.
from it being very visually
There's a
striking.
lot of horses in it, so I might pull up some
Yeah,
reference
okay.
sometime.
If you take one horse and chop it into a bunch of pieces, it does not become more horses.
At the beginning of the movie, Jennifer Lopez is riding a horse through the desert. And then it turns into a horse statue, like a child's playing piece, because she's in the dreamscape of a child.
The Shrilden.
I was really impressed that they decided to keep the horse alive after bisecting it.
Uh, well, I mean, it's a dream. You can do anything you want.
Yeah. Also, the costumes they had Vincent D'Onofrio wear are pretty extreme. Like, very impressive design. Even though it's about a serial killer and murder and a horror movie.
Yeah. You do find that. We're like, oh man, wouldn't this be great if it wasn't about something like really, really vile?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh well. People like their weird shit.
Yeah, it's like Event Horizon. It's like, ooh, spaceships, black holes. Love that. Love that part.
Rip your skin off.
I don't even know if there's any movie that has a black hole in it that isn't horrific. Even Interstellar's a little.
A little.
A little.
And uh sort of takes on that movie are really great. Like when he talks about the infinite crystal library.
Which I love. I would I would die happy in that space. Starve to death. I'm not gonna eat the books. Uh
You can't.
why not?
Okay.
Why can't I eat the books?
I mean,
Just get my ink scraper for the parchment. Scrape off the letters, you know.
there's a comic in Little Nemo where they keep getting hungrier and hungrier until they like emaciate into virtually skeletons. And Flip finally gets so frustrated that he peels off the panel border and uses it as a stick to knock down the title lettering and starts eating it. And then they all get really fat off of it because it's made out of pure ink.
I don't know if that's sending the right message to children. Nemo's for kids, right?
Uh, bu-
Like all cartoons. Yes?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
I mean, like it's the turn of the century, so what's for kids is interesting. I mean, there is a character who is like, I don't actually know how old Philip is supposed to be, but he's always smoking a cigar. And they're like shooting people and that shit's happening. Little Nemo's awesome, by the way. It's very good.
And there's a smoking baby.
Just like heavy metal for kids. Heavy metal was never for kids.
Oh,
And No one ever implied that it was.
No.
Although hilariously, I think somebody mentioned that part of the brief for Love, Death, and Robots was. I feel like it was maybe going to be a remake of Heavy Metal or like a new one, and they're like, "What if we just made new stuff?" Like, awesome! It's like, yeah, we're gonna make a bunch of really shitty, mean-spirited.
And we'll call it Metal
animation.
Hurl, and
Yep.
it'll be different.
Love, Death, and Robots is not very good.
I haven't seen it.
There's season 1. There's a handful of not too bad ones, and what I've heard is season 2, it gets not as good, even from there.
What if I just keep watching my animes like Nomad and Odd Taxi and all the weird things?
Yeah, go right ahead.
That sounds like a better use of my time than going on Netflix and seeing whatever they made themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever Netflix originals. I keep going back and forth actually on the series Yasuke, the Black Samurai one.
Okay.
Just because it feels inconsistent. That's about it. There's some cool things. There's some not cool things. I think Love, Death, and Robots might have been better if it was supposed to be like Enter the Matrix.
What do you mean?
An anthology around a single idea.
Maybe. But it was around an idea. I mean, 3 of them. There was that loose connection of theme. But I don't know. Lots of the stuff in the anthology, it's just nasty. It's just nasty. Also, yeah, I draw that lid stuff not here.
I see, Killer there in the chat responding to themselves, answering their own questions.
But that's really next level.
I think it was an accident to respond to Suno, but yeah, welcome to the thing. Alex here does draw some of that lewd things.
But that's not part of the branding of this channel.
We're not going to be drawing lewd stuff here on... Why is his neck getting Cobra Hood? I don't... Everything that's happening here needs...
Look, it's my original character.
Oh. Well, why is his hair still the same color? Yeah! Got there. Oh, he hasn't bleached it yet.
Oh. Really?
Why is his name Ichigo if his hair is orange?
Oh, God. That's awful.
Don't worry, do it at your own pace. I don't need to remember or think about Bleach. Anyways. Oh no, Random Trivia had a joke earlier. Threads don't work as smoothly as they should. No, that's not about that. Just post your joke again. It'll totally get noticed this time. It's repo. It was like 2 hours ago. Yeah, I'm not gonna scroll up and find that.
Yeah, I don't think that'll be...
Oh, you know what would make him look totally different? Give him a white mask.
Oh, okay. Now hang on. I got an idea. What about instead of like a white mask, like half a white mask?
Just half of his face is a different color.
Yeah, and it'll be like a skeleton.
Oh, okay. Hey!
That's sweet.
So sweet. He looks so cool now.
Yes, I will plug my main account, but not.
Right. Yes, I was in the middle of talking about your lewd drawings.
Yeah, that is the thing that I do. I didn't figure that it was the kind of thing I would want to talk about too extensively on this channel, but it does exist.
So his Twitter handle is at Alex Stacy,
And you can find it from there.
and you can
There we
find
go.
from there.
A step removed, and so there's plausible deniability from everyone.
Yes. No paper trail.
Oh, yes.
I'm so upset.
Oh, wow. That is an abomination.
It really is. Oh. Oh.
I mean, let's fucking go.
Yeah. It reminded me a lot of the starting of anime conventions that I went to. This was the time and the place.
Like, if we're gonna do this, let's do it right.
Oh, yeah.
Yo, I'm from. Fuck, I don't remember what village I'm from.
Uh, wait.
No, I know this. Don't help me.
Dankleaf? No. Uh,
Pot smoking no jutsu. This is a very good original character. That is it. Totally made in a vacuum.
can I look at Fred Durst again? I just.
Hang on, just a sec. There's one thing I gotta add.
Oh. There it is. Down boy.
Oh, jeez. This is really pretty upsetting. God,
But if you saw that in my home, it wouldn't be weird. It would fit next to all my other things.
Yeah, I guess this is what I accomplished today. I quite enjoy the broccoli lady.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, I do.
She looks like she has loofahs for hands.
She just tries to scrub your back and they disintegrate into all these little crumbs of green.
You, you, you get in for some like deep smooching and you come back with your teeth full of green stuff.
Oh, wow. Oh, boy. I'm a good artist.
Anyways, thank you all for being here today with us, the two of us, as we investigate faces. I think I arrived somewhere very nice, and Alex took us somewhere else.
If you'd like to see more garbage that I do, head on over to @AlexStacy on Twitter. That'll be linked in there, and you'll find your way to Parts Unknown from there.
If any of you were drawing along at home, Feel free to share on Twitter with the hashtag Can't Horse Club. Can't Horses Club. One of the two. One of the two will get there. Just wrapping things up here with a thank you to Unusually Large Moth for 34 months of support. We're from the Sea Bats. Euripides, 78 months. Nice. Chris Lewis Rose gave us 100 bits. In the middle, why is Fred Durst's decapitated head in a urinal? That's his shirt. You wear your shirt up there like that. That's how shirts are worn. And Xanto69 cheered with 50 bits. Alex, you are a treasure. Thank you so much for hanging out. And then a big heart on the end. Because it was fun to have you here. Can't Horse Club. That's it. Boom.
Oh, shit.
All right.
I didn't use the right hashtag. Oh, well.
Guess you gotta repost it.
It's Can't Draw Horse.
Can't Horse Club. Oh, and Digital Seahorse gave you a boba.
Whoa.
Ah, now I want. I'm gonna go have to get some milk tea.
That's good.
BRB. Anyways, later tonight at 5, we've got the second of the Candlekeep Mysteries on Dice Friends. This is Kathleen and Cameron and Andy and Matt playing with Nathaniel Kiss as GM.
Nice.
Who knows what they will get up to? But tune in then and there. Tune in here and later. That's all I gotta say. Anything else, Alex?
Have a good one.
All right. Goodbye.
Okay.
Just trying to find the offline scene. Here we go.